Hey guys, Crystal Thompson here for Color Combos with Crystal. Today we have a watercolor burst resist card. We're going to be using the newest Shimmer and Shine stamp set from Unity. I actually have my stamps ready to go on my Misty stamp positioner. I have a piece of watercolor cardstock, my white embossing powder along with my embossing ink, and of course a set of watercolors. So let's get started. We're going to begin by inking up the stamp on the stamp positioner using the clear embossing ink. Embossing ink is a little bit slower drying, so it really allows you to place that powder or glitter, whatever it is that you're using, to really stick to that. We're going to stamp it onto that piece of cardstock, and honestly the reason I'm using a stamp positioner is because watercolor cardstock can be very patterned and textured, and it's hard to get a clear image. So with that being said, I really like it to be able to push down and get that image. Then using my white embossing powder, I am going to cover the sentiment first, and then I'm going to come around, turn my cardstock around, and place some of that white embossing powder on the floral image. I do have my gun preheated, and the reason why is just it makes it a lot faster and it doesn't burn off your embossing powder. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to speed up the heating up of the embossing powder and the curing process of that. Once it's cooled off, I'm going to come in with my watercolor palette and we're going to begin on the sentiment. So for the sentiment, I'm using just some black watercolor, and it's going to take several layers to really get that to pop up. As the watercolor paper soaks up that color, you'll be able to see that embossing resist pop up, and it's just a really nice technique to be able to use different colors. Just going to continue layering on that black until you're happy with the results, and I would like to suggest that you add a tad more water if you get a lot of that brush stroke. As you can see, just adding water really softens that look of the brush stroke, and it makes that water get really soaked up by that watercolor cardstock. Alright, so we're going to move on to cleaning off our water brush, and we're going to start with the purple. And we're going to begin by doing the outer edge of the flower. And I believe this is a sunflower, and this is just going to be a really fun color. If you're wondering where we got our color selections, go on to the Unity blog if you haven't yet and see the inspiration for this color combination. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to speed up the watercoloring of the card, but we went from purple to blue to green. We're going to add water in between those layers to really get them to blend, to green, and then yellow, and we're going to flicker with black. We're going to add some of that same purple onto the bottom corner of the sentiment. And if you think there's a lot of a brush stroke, add more water to really get that watercolor effect. To finish up, I'm going to add some more of that light pink, and it's going to finish up our color combinations, and it's really nice. It's a tad pink, purple, and it just adds a little bit of a different shade to this card. Once this is done, you can totally just place it on your card base and you are ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to dab off some of that water if it's not soaking it up, just to speed up the process of your card making. I appreciate you taking your time. The stamp set is called Shimmer and Shine, and this is a brand new stamp set from Unity. Thank you so much. Have a great day.